Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Salam Britain. We had a fantastic conversation with our guest today, Zainab and Sabor. So interesting, so inspirational that the youth are taking the onus upon themselves to help other youth. MashaAllah, may Allah make it blessed and flourish. And now it's cooking time with Chef Petrina. Hello, Chef Petrina. What are you cooking up for us today?
Today there is no vegetables, there's no herbs. All the fans or non-fans of vegetables and herbs, you're not going to get any today. We're going to be focusing on oats, fruits, nuts and seeds.
So healthy, so healthy.
Yes, so this is a perfect dish which you can have for breakfast or any time of the day when you're feeling a bit peckish. It's really healthy as well. So what I've got here while I'm heating up this pan is I've got Scottish rolled oats over here, about this much, and I'm gonna have this is about 750 mils of goat's milk, whole goat's milk. Then I've got my nuts and seeds. I've got sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds here as well, and I'm gonna add a bit of flavor using these cinnamon sticks. You can get it in powder form, but these are the sticks that I prefer to use. And I've got some almonds here with the skin as well. Almonds is the only nut that is as alkaline, so it's really good. Oats are good, but it's acidic, so you just want to balance it, which is why I'm actually adding some fruit as well. I've got an apple here, red apple. Gonna eat it with the skin.
Can you remind us what's so important about alkaline? I know about alkaline diet.
So what it is our bodies need to be at least 80% alkaline and 20% acidic. Obviously, if you're not well, then it should be higher percentage of alkaline to get your body into healing mode. So which is why mainly fruits and vegetables are all alkaline. Even limes and lemons, although it seems acidic, but the moment it touches our tongue, our saliva, it turns alkaline.
Right.
Yeah. So I've got apple, I've got a pear, which I'm gonna eat it with include with the skin as well. And I've got a banana. I've got 2 bananas. Cut up one. I'm gonna cut up the other one shortly. I've got some nutmeg powder just to give it a bit of more flavor. And I've got blueberries and raspberries. Now these are from the shops, which is great. However, these ones, I just wanted to show you, these are the ones from our garden, our organic garden. So that's how the raspberry looks like. And obviously the leaves as well, you can use for tea. Now the shame about what you get from the shop is, you know, when you pluck the raspberry, the shop just gives you the end version. However, these are the sections that you should eat as well, the white bits as well. These are the ones you don't get from the shop. So the pan is heated up. You can just add the oats in. You don't have to pre-soak the oats or anything like that. Just gonna add some of the whole goat's milk. And again, you know, with my cooking, you don't cook in a high heat or anything like that. You just cook it on really low heat, let it simmer while it's doing.
So much more aware of that now, Petrina. I'm cooking on low heat, so thank you for that, Petrina.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because most of us, we are so in a rush that we want to cook everything on high heat, but it tends to burn the food and it destroys the nutrients as well. So I'm going to add just 1 more cup of
mindful cooking.
Pardon?
It's called mindful cooking.
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah. So I'm going to add the cinnamon sticks as well inside, just give it a bit of flavor, and let it cook. The nutmeg I'm going to add later. Now, I brought this one, which some people may not be aware of. These are basil seeds. They're about hard. However, I'm going to just add it into this container and add a bit of water. And what it does is, you will see shortly, the seeds will actually expand. And it becomes a bit like, similar to like sago. It's very good for, it's a bit crunchy, and it will be really good for digestion as well. So this is something you can have on its own, or I'm going to add it to the oats as well. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So let me just chop up this balance of the banana.
Where did you get the basil seeds from, Petrina?
The basil seeds are very easy to get from the shops, and they're not expensive. You get a bag for like under £2. So it's really nice, and you can heat it up. You can have it any time of the day. So the bananas, just chop it up really finely. Bananas add sweetness as well. Now the bananas as well, some people are not aware that this one is fine. The best one is actually when you're eating a banana, the skin should actually be a bit like with the brown dots, so it's a bit ripish here. Yeah, but this one's fine as well. So don't get the bananas that's too firm because that's not ripe yet. So I've got the dish ready. I'm just add some of these bananas at the bottom so it spreads out evenly. And when I add the warm oats that's cooked, it's just gonna lift up the flavor slightly. Okay, so we add that, spread it all out. The fruit, I'm not gonna cook it, I'm just gonna add it on top later to the warm oats. Just add a bit more towards the bottom. And I've also got raw honey. Raw honey, this is raw honey from my friend's beehive actually. So you can see it's really like thick, it's not like the runny honey. Some of the honey that you get in the shops, unfortunately they mix it with syrup, which is not great. So just beware of that as well. So the oats are cooking nicely. The oats takes about maybe 10 minutes to cook on this low heat. So I'm just gonna add the nutmeg, nutmeg powder. The cinnamon, as I mentioned, you can also get it in powder form, but if you can get it in the sticks form, it's a lot better. Honey as well, I'm not going to cook it because honey is, you know, something that you should be eating. You can add it to warm drinks, but you shouldn't really be heating up the honey as such because it destroys the nutrients that are in honey as well. That's it, and let me see how this basil seeds are going. So I'm just gonna pour it in a, I'm just gonna pour this in a more transparent.
We'll just go through the ingredients.
Sure.
You'll need for this lovely oats with fruit and nuts and seeds, 1 cup of rolled oats, 2 cups of whole goat's milk, 1 tablespoon of basil seeds, 1 glass room temperature of water, 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, half a teaspoon of nutmeg powder, 1 teaspoon of sunflower powder, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, 2 bananas, 20 blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and or strawberries, then 1 small red apple with the skin on.
Okay, so I'm just chopping up the apple.
On the screen as well.
Yeah, I'm chopping up the apple fairly fine as well. With this fancy little knife, just give it a bit of...
I like that.
Yeah, a bit of, you know, it looks a lot better when it's a bit wavy. Yeah, apple, as I mentioned, just eat it with the skin as well because there's nutrients under the skin, directly under the skin. And you'll find as well when you eat the apple or other fruit with the skin, it tastes a lot sweeter as well because there's all the nutrients that you're eating. So this dish is a great way to actually introduce fruit, especially again to the fussy eaters or those of you who haven't tried certain fruit. These are just examples of fruit that I've included. However, you can include anything else like grapes, apricots, maybe plums.
What dates?
Dates as well, yes, dates as well here. So just put it all in here. That's about like half an apple. That mix as well. How's this oats going? You can see the heat is slowly starting to get into the oats already, which is good. And this one really, you know, sometimes I was just thinking, most people, they like to have dessert. You could even have this as like a similar, instead of having a pudding, you can have this dessert dish as well.
Yeah.
Add fruits to it. So you can see the heat is coming up from the pan as well. There, the seeds, I'm gonna add it later. Bananas, let me just cut the pear as well up. Oh, pear, let's use this knife again. You can cut it as fine as you want to, or you know, if you want chunkier pieces, that's fine as well. So I'm just gonna turn down this heat slightly because you don't really want the milk to boil too much. Okay, add the pear in, chopped pear. There you go. Just mix it all up. Okay, coming back to the basil seeds, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like through this see-through type container. Oh, yeah. You can see it's mainly just water, and the basil seeds have actually expanded and becomes a bit like sago. I don't know what you can see here. A bit like sago here, like that.
Oh, wow.
Whitish here. Yeah, so, and like I said, it's good for digestion and something you can eat. I normally just put this in a glass of water and I just drink it and swallow the seeds and eat it. So that's what it looks like.
Would that be in hot water or warm water?
No, it's room temperature water.
Oh, room temperature.
Yeah, so you don't want it. Yeah.
And how long did you leave it standing for?
It's mainly like maybe 2 minutes or so. It doesn't take long, so you can put it when you get up in the morning or whenever you are. Just put it in a glass of water, go and do your other things, and come back. It'll be ready.
It reminds me of the Bubbleology tea with the bits at the bottom.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so the oats are ready. Just gonna add a bit more water. Okay, the oats are ready. I'm going to dish them out and then just put the basil seeds on top. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna strain it so it doesn't have too much water. You can actually drink the water as well. So now hopefully you can see it better. This is what it looks like. It looks a bit like grayish. I said it looks a bit like sago. And I'm just going to dish this out, the oats, warm oats.
Looks so healthy and wholesome.
Yeah. Just try not to dish the cinnamon stalks as well. You don't want to be chewing that.
No.
But by the way, the cinnamon stalks, if you're making tea or anything, you know, hot drink, you can actually add it. Just give it flavor as well. So dish that out, warms up. So you've got the fruit, some of the fruit at the bottom, and mainly apples and pears at the bottom. Just give it slightly heated so it's there.
How many people would this dish be good for?
It depends on how hungry they are, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose if you're serving this as like a starter, or you know, it probably feed like maybe 4 people, or you know, someone just wants to have a taster, then it could be a few more people.
Okay.
And also depends how much other ingredients you put in as well, because I've added quite a lot of fruits, so it's quite filling as well. And this is something, if you have it in the morning especially, it keeps you going for quite a long time. Oats also helps with lowering blood pressure. It's good for diabetes as well, so it's really
Wonderful.
Really good fruit to be eating.
It's a good food for suhoor then, when you're fasting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heat up a bit more milk so that it's a bit.
What is that, Chef?
And this one, the basil seeds, I'm gonna just sprinkle it. You can see it's just there.
What do they taste like? I know I'm going to taste it in a moment, but are they quite sweet or?
No, they're actually tasteless, basically
Oh,
tasteless, yeah. I'll leave some from here to where you actually taste it on its own. In fact, let me just do it now for you. Just pour it in. Okay.
But they're highly nutritious, so.
Yeah. So that one, and the banana, just gonna add it all on top. So it's a mixture of, you know, sweet. The almonds, I'm not gonna cook it. Just add the seeds. Sprinkle a bit of seeds as well. So the seeds will give it like a nice crunch as well. And fruit. Fruit's always good. Blueberries, most of people know they're good for eyesight and all that, so it's good to eat that. So again, although I've not used any vegetables, these are fruits that are really colorful, different colors as well. We just see how this is doing. Top a bit more. I'm gonna just remove the cinnamon stalks so it doesn't.
This is a layered dish, isn't it?
It is a layered dish. You can have it all mixed up. You could actually mix it all up in a pot and serve it. So I thought it's just nice for display purposes to have it layered.
Presentation is key.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got the cinnamon stalks removed. I'm gonna add the rest of the. That's got the honey in it as well. So let me just.
Are you gonna put that on top, chef?
Yes, I'm gonna put it on top. In fact, I forgot the almonds. Just put on the almonds as well.
Lots of texture.
Yes. Spread the fruit around, and just so that it doesn't. It's not really like too dry as well.
Lovely.
So you can see the fruit. You can see the nuts and seeds are hidden somewhere.
Oh, that looks delicious, Chef Petrina.
Yeah. Like I said, you can serve it as a starter or even like a dessert sort of dish. Yes,
I think I'd serve it as a dessert.
Yeah.
Pudding.
So there, sprinkle a bit more seeds so that you can see. And this is basically the dish. Let me just. You can even add things like grapes,
Very healthy, chef. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to come over and try this now.
By all means,
it looks
yeah.
amazing. Mashallah.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna give you
wait.
the sample of the thing
Oh,
which you can
yes.
try on its own. Like I said, it's mainly quite tasteless.
Okay, Chef Petrina. Bismillah. This is lovely because I'm trying things I have not tried before. So
Yeah,
basil seeds.
definitely.
Bismillah. I like the texture. Nice got that tapioca.
Yeah,
type of
that's
thing.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and then there's a spoon there you can.
Oh, it looks amazing. So the honey's on there and everything.
The honey's on there. I've not put a
I
lot of honey.
I'm a bit of a sweet. I've got a bit of a sweet
Okay.
tooth. So. but the fruits are all there.
Yeah.
To,
I mean, you've got the sweetness from the banana as well, and obviously the fruits. So the honey, or you can even put like agave syrup and all that. So it all depends on how sweet you want it to be.
Mashallah. Absolutely lovely. Bismillah.
Is it sweet enough for you?
It's sweet enough.
Good. Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yeah. And I've only put like
It's perfect.
I think it's less than a teaspoon of honey. I still have got
Wow.
some honey there. Like I said, because this is raw honey from my friend's farm, so it's ready.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, it's ready. Yeah.
Sorry. We have the ingredients on the screen once again for anyone who wishes to try this amazing dish. So, you need 1 cup of rolled oats, 2 cups of whole goat's milk, 1 tablespoon of basil seeds, very nice, 1 glass room temperature water, 2 cinnamon sticks, better than the powder apparently, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, half a teaspoon of nutmeg powder for flavour, 1 teaspoon of sunflower seeds, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, 2 bananas, 20 blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and even strawberries. Then 1 small red apple. Remember to keep the skin on. Amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Petrina. Delicious.
You're
and
welcome.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Right, Chef. So that brings us to the end of the show.